Shabbat Shalom. In this week's parsha, Parshat Shemini, we finally come to the highest moment of the book of Vayikra. It has all been building up to this moment. The instruction to build a Mishkan, a sanctuary for God, the building process. We've learned how the structure is supposed to work through Parshat Vayikra and Parshat Tzav. And finally in our parasha, Vahi Bayom HaShmini, on the 8th day of the dedication ceremony, a fire will descend from heaven, light the Mizbeach, light the altar, and Aaron, in full glory, will act as the high priest for the Jewish people, surrounded by his 4 sons, Nadav and Avihu, Elazar and Itamar. A moment to cherish and a moment to celebrate. When all of a sudden, tragedy strikes. 2 of Aaron's sons, Nadav and Avihu, are struck down by the fire. It is because, says the Torah, they brought an Eish, Zara, a strange fire, something they were not commanded to do, and are struck down. Aaron is left stunned. The Jewish people are in shock. And Moses has the incredible duty of going to offer words of comfort to his brother. And Moses comes to Aaron and he says, this, I now understand what God was saying, that there would be B'Krovaya Kadesh, that at this moment of great sanctification, someone who's close to me, says God, will be taken. And Moses says to Aaron, I thought it was you and me, but it was Nadav and Avihu. They are greater than the 2 of us. And Moses and Aaron's response to the words of Moshe is, Vayidom Aharon. Aaron is silenced. Aaron cannot speak. His mouth is shut. And he continues to fulfill the requirements of that day. What incredible self-control did Aaron have to have at this particular moment? But how difficult was it for Moses to offer words of consolation to his brother at this particular junction as well? What words did he have to say? What words could he say that could give him some sort of comfort to his beloved brother on the death of his 2 nephews? And the response of Aaron, Vayidom Aharon, the silence of Aaron, is one that echoes through the ages. How often are we confronted not with an Aaron tragedy, but having to go and offer words of comfort to a mourner? What do we say to this person? How do we comfort them? How do we draw them out of their pain and give them a sense of purpose? I remember as a young yeshiva student, that there was a tragedy within the community. And a young boy, the son of the rabbi, died in tragic circumstances. And we went to the funeral. It was one of the most difficult funerals I've ever attended. And we went to the rabbi's house to offer words of comfort. And I said to my teacher, what do I say to this man? There's no words that I can say. He knows all the lines. How can I give him comfort? And his words stay with me to this very day. You don't have to say anything. Just be there. Just sit with them and be with them. And that's what I did. I didn't do anything. I could not say anything. I had no children. I didn't know what that means to even lose a child. Rahman al-Isman, God forbid. But I came to the Shiva house and I sat next to the rabbi. And just by sitting with him, he was comforted. And he said, thank you so much for coming. You've done so much for me. You've helped me so much. And I looked at him and said, I haven't done anything. I've just sat here quietly. He says, that's exactly what I needed. I just needed you to be next to me, to know, Imo anochi b'tzara. In your strain and in your pain, I am with. And this is what Moshe comes to Aaron. And he says to him, the words, I can't say any words. They're not going to make meaning for you anymore. Because there's nothing I can say that can bring your boys back. And Vayidom Aaron is silenced. But he knows. And Moses says to him, look around you. You don't have to carry this burden by yourself. I am here with you. Your surviving sons are here with you. The entire Klal Yisrael, the entire Jewish people are here with you. And may that give you comfort. B'Krovaya Kadesh, God took the holiest of the holy today. We are here to mourn with you. It will not ease your pain. It will not replace them or bring them back. But just by knowing that there are people there with you, that is the words of comfort. Our rabbis tell us the most important lesson of visiting a mourner. Vayidom, be silent. There's nothing you can really say that will help them. So when you greet the mourner, have the words of traditional greeting of Hamakom Yenachem. May God give you comfort. And unless they talk to you, you remain silent. Because there's nothing you can say to them that will help them. Your presence is what helps them. Imo anochi b'tzara, says Hashem. Imo anochi b'tzara, says us. Aaron's response was, Vayidom Aaron. He silenced. And that is how we respond too. Shabbat Shalom.